Okay. Hey, what's up? My name is Backlash. I've played a lot of Guilty Gear. I think I'm okay at it. Um, I'm making this video, so I was talking about my labbing. I just labbed like some Soul Robo interactions, and I wrote down something like least forward, least interactable forward moving, or least reactable forward movement, something like that. And I realized it sounded a little obtuse, like it's a little complicated. What does he even mean when he says that? Um, and I think it's like super important to the way all these anime games are played and stuff. Um, any game with fully actionable dash like this, one of these dashes, where I could like stop whenever, I could block whenever, I could hit a button out of my run. Um, so like for example, like I know Smash has like similar movement as well. So like you see this phenomena in Smash. Um, And I think it's super important, especially to a character like Soul or whatever. But like really every character, it's like if we consider like the Machabo triangle like a scientific theory, it's like a more like um, grounded example of how you would like think about the Machabo triangle in games. Um, because like when you talk about when people talk about the Machabo triangle, I don't know if they actually use it to like figure out how normals interact and stuff. Um, and if you don't know about the Machabo triangle, don't worry about it. It's not super. I mean, it's important, but it probably just sounded like a whole bunch of jargon to you. So I'll just talk about what I. So footsies in this game. That's not the right recording. Yeah. So like, there's Street Fighter footsies in this game, and it's just like a traditional fighter. So like, if I get, oh, I didn't record the right thing. Oh no, he's on. Never mind. So like, if we have Soul do a poke, we could either like have a preemptive button that stops it. You could have like a button that does the same timing or whatever. Yeah, that preemptive whip, right? That's in this game. Better stuff. But there's like this changes how these normals work. This forward dash. Really all the moves. There's the central idea. I'm gonna try to say it as simply as possible. Is that there's a least amount of time that so like everybody has to react to any sort of action that happens in this game, right? There's a certain chunk of time that you get where they can't react to your forward movement because it's the forward movement just started. I have this is about where it is. I've been playing these games for forever. I've been running at people for forever. I kind of have a good idea of where it is and where it stops. And if anybody hits you with a button or makes a decision that stops this unreactable bit, it means they didn't react. It means they like already made the decision before you even started moving. So I wanted to like find a way to show that like an example form. So I have Soul. This is also a way if you don't want to run your head into a wall for like a million games, like weirdos like me, you could probably be able to do it in the lab, just on your own. So I have a whole bunch of recordings set up. I have to re-record this one. Excuse me, wrong button. So see how I just oh, excuse me, I'm missing one thing. That's not right. Excuse me. Okay. So he's gonna run at about the chunk I think. The time is reactable. He's gonna jump, he's gonna run forward, he's gonna stop with a button. You can do this with any character. I'll explain how you would do it with your character. Practice this on your own. And I'm gonna have it the second recording I have, I'm gonna have him do it, but he waits a minute. See that? How he doesn't run immediately? And the third one, I had him wait like a little bit longer. And the fourth one, he waits like a super long time. So the idea is that I'm gonna play this back on random, and I'm gonna try my best. Like I'm not a player that's like particularly known for my reactions, but I am like okay at the video game, and I have played a lot of these games. So I think my barometer is like an okay barometer for like where average reactions are gonna be. I'm just gonna try to see when can I hit this button before he hits the button consistently. Let's just do a couple test examples. Like I said, my intuition is pretty good. See how like I have to wait a beat before I know he's actually moving? This is just me trying to react. So that's the amount of time Soul can move forward before people can react. You can get a little early actually. It's not like a hard science. I don't have it exactly down. And it's affected by the mental stack or whatever. But that's essentially the idea. If you wanted to practice this by yourself, what you could do is you would have. Let's go back to the first report. Yeah, you could have Soul, or you essentially you would pick your character twice in whatever game you're playing, and you would record yourself jump and then moving forward, and then you would do the same thing all the way down. I don't want to redo it, but you would wait a beat and then wait a little bit longer and then wait a little bit longer. For whatever many recordings, 4 is probably fine. 4 is probably a good 4 or 5. Or however many recordings you could do. And you could just see like where you press the button. And then with that timing, you would then go back to do the recording. And then try to do that timing, but instead on when you're playing the character you're playing, you move forward. So like something like now I know that's about the timing that I press the button. It would be a little tedious, and like I said, there isn't you could also just do it by like playing in game, running at people, dash blocking at people and stuff. But I think it's super important to how interactions happen. Because like for example, Soul like wild throw is really important, right? But like a lot of people don't know how to wild throw people. They'll do stuff like this. Like that type of stuff. That type of stuff. Because like look at how if you're just thinking about this like a Zangief throw, like a Street Fighter throw, look how stubby it is. How am I supposed to hit anybody with that? How am I supposed to ever? But so like it doesn't make sense. Like wild throw just doesn't like in Street Fighter. Like if I'm Zangief or whatever, this would hit. And I'd be a command throw character. But the reality is, Soul's wild throw range isn't like here. It's like it starts here. Because it isn't wild throw, it's like dash wild throw. And if they hit you for that timing of wild throw, it's because they made a decision beforehand. They didn't react to you dashing forward. They can't. Even the people who have amazing reaction times still have reaction times. There's a specific range where they just have to make a decision. And the idea, at least with the way that I play Soul, is that if they just preemptively make that decision here, you should be able to hit him with some high damage option and kill him. That's like the way I think the character is designed, or at least for the way I play him. So like this move doesn't make sense if you just look at it like within its range alone. It's not wild throw. It's like dash wild throw. And anytime you're in this range or whatever, and there's like some nuances with like being in block stun and stuff. The way getting immediate throw is a little difficult. But, or like I also play Jam.
Please select.
And like everybody's like I don't get. Excuse me. This character isn't a rushdown character. It doesn't make sense to get into this character. And you know it's fine to play as like whiff punish character or whatever, right? But like if I do the same like test I did with Jam or whatever. Oh, that's his excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't even. It's a little hard to tell, but like Jam gets like mega amount of space from her like dashing, like a lot. Like I don't know. Maybe there's like a map.
Please select your character.
I'm not used to picking maps. I think there's like a default map. don't know anything about this game other than to play it. Like, look, she gets like a whole hexagon with her. Let me see if I'm actually making stuff. Yeah, just about. She gets like a ton of space with just being able to with this in this unreactable timing trend. It's about the same. If you can get it in one game, they're all about the same in every other game. But like characters can be balanced by how much space they take in this chunk of time. So like another character I play, or I could just like somebody who's not a very good forward dash. Or like not particularly known for their forward dash. I play Kai. I could just. I'm on one right. I didn't even. What I'm trying to say is Kai gets much less space. It doesn't really look that way here. And Kai's balanced by that because he has like bigger normals or whatever, right? So like some characters get way more space because their forward dash is faster or whatever. So going back to like Jam or whatever, like a lot of her normals don't make sense. If you look at Jam's normals, like everything's stubby and short or small or whatever. But it isn't like you don't just do 2S, you do like dash up 2S. And they can't. And if they stop the dash up 2S, it means that they made a decision like a million years ago, like KO. So yeah, I think this is something that everybody thinks about, or nobody thinks about, but everybody kind of implicitly knows. And I hope that if I didn't explain it, or if it still seems a little confusing, maybe I'll re-record this or write some sort of comment or whatever. I also thought about making more theory videos like this, so if there's interest in it, let me know. Thanks for your time.